It is a Tuesday morning. The light coming through your window is a dull, neutral gray. The kind of light that doesn't promise a new beginning. Just a repetition of a ritual you never agreed to perform. Your phone vibrates on the nightstand. It is the notification you receive 26 times a year. The direct deposit has hit. $2,884. You make $75,000 a year. By every statistical measure available in 2026, you are a success story. You are in the top 30% of individual earners in the country. You are the person your high school teacher said you would become. But as you look at that number on your screen, you do not feel successful. You feel like a pass-through entity. You feel like a ghost in your own bank account. You are not broke, but you have no money. There is a profound, aching difference between those two states, and you know exactly what it is. By Thursday, the ritual will be complete. After the rent is deducted, after the car payment is processed, after the insurance, the subscriptions you keep meaning to cancel, the student loan minimum, and the grocery run you did on Sunday, you will be left with $340. That amount has to last you until the next pay period. You are not buying luxury goods. You are not traveling every weekend. You are not making reckless, impulsive decisions. You are simply living a completely normal, middle-class life. And that life is consuming every single dollar you earn before you even have a chance to see it. You open your 401k app. You haven't looked at it in 4 months because looking at it feels like looking at a clock that has stopped. The balance is $8,200. You are 34 years old. You close the app and put the phone face down. You tell yourself that you will figure it out when things finally settle down. You tell yourself you will start saving when the car is finally paid off, or when the next raise comes through, or when life simply gets a little less expensive. But here is the truth that the system is designed to hide from you. Things are not going to settle down. This is not a temporary hurdle. This is the level. And the longer you stay here performing this ritual, the harder it becomes to ever leave. The experience of earning $75,000 in 2026 feels like barely surviving because of a system problem, not a math problem. You think you earn $75,000, but you don't. By the time federal income tax, state tax, Social Security, and Medicare are removed, your $75,000 becomes approximately $54,000 in actual take-home pay. That is the first invisible cut. But there is a second cut that is far more dangerous because it is silent. Economists call it fixed cost creep. It is the invisible paycheck. This is the portion of your income that is already spent before it ever arrives in your account. Every recurring charge, every auto pay, and every minimum payment is a claim on your labor that is processed before you make a single conscious decision about your money. By the time you are actually making choices, 70 to 80% of your income is already gone. It was allocated gradually, one reasonable decision at a time, until your entire paycheck disappeared into the machinery. Nobody robbed you. You just stopped being the one in charge of the system. To understand why you are stuck, you have to look at the 4 horsemen of financial decay. These are the structural forces designed to keep $75,000 earners exactly where they are.
The 4th horseman is the algorithm of consumption. Your phone knows your income better than you do. It shows you the exactly priced vacation, the exactly priced shoes, and the exactly priced home decor that fits your demographic. You are being hunted by a multi-billion-dollar machine designed to ensure that every surplus dollar you earn is immediately repurposed into a purchase. If you don't believe the system is working against you, look at the math. A 2025 Bankrate study found that 57% of Americans earning your salary are living paycheck to paycheck. If you save the average 6%, you will retire with a fraction of what you need. But there is a deeper life lesson here. Your income is not your wealth. Your income is just the raw material. If you do not build a factory to process that material, it simply piles up and rots. Most people spend their lives trying to get more raw material, a bigger raise, a better job, without ever building the factory. So how do you navigate out of this? How do you stop being a pass-through entity for the bank and the government? Step 1 is the surgical audit. You cannot fix what you refuse to see. You must sit in the cold light of your bank statement and label every dollar. If it is a fixed cost, it is a chain. If it is a variable cost, it is a choice. Your goal is to get your fixed costs below 60% of your take-home pay. If you are at 80%, you are not living. You are a debt service machine. You must be willing to make the violent cut. This might mean moving to a smaller apartment. It might mean selling the car with the $500 payment and buying a $5,000 used sedan. It feels like a step backward, but in reality, it is the only way to get off the treadmill. Step 2 is capturing the spread. The next time you get a raise or a tax refund or a bonus, do not celebrate. The system wants you to reward yourself with a new expense. Instead, you must intercept that money.
You must automate the transfer to a brokerage account before the money ever touches your checking account. If you never see it, you cannot spend it. This is how you reclaim your future. Step 3 is the psychology of the gap. You must learn to find status in the gap between what you earn and what you spend, rather than finding status in the things you buy. The most successful people are the ones who look like they make $40,000 while earning $80,000. They are the ones who own their time. Step 4 is the hard pivot to assets. Every dollar you save is a soldier. If you spend it, the soldier is dead. If you invest it, the soldier goes to work and brings back more soldiers. At $75,000, you have enough soldiers to build an army, but only if you stop sending them to the front lines to die for things that don't matter. Remember that Tuesday morning? The direct deposit hit. The feeling of brief relief followed by the immediate weight of obligation. Now, imagine the same Tuesday 12 months from now. You have cut the housing premium. You have killed the car payment. You have deleted the zombie subscriptions. The $200 transfer went into your investment account at 8:01 a.m. The balance by Thursday is not $340. It is $800. You have an emergency fund. You have a growing portfolio. You have breathing room. You didn't get a raise. You didn't move to a different country. You didn't start a side hustle that takes up all your weekends. You just stopped letting the system run without you in it. You realized that $75,000 was never the problem. The problem was that you were a passenger in your own life. Today, you take the wheel. You stop being property and you start being the owner. Your time is the only thing you truly own. Stop selling it so cheaply. Stop letting the ritual define you. It is time to build your own architecture. It is time to finally be free.